Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new idea for a video, and this is going to be a new series that I'm starting. I'm thinking of doing these videos hopefully like once a month maybe. So I'm calling this series The Test of Time. My idea behind it is that I'm going to be talking about a handful of products that have stood the test of time for me. I feel like a lot on YouTube, my channel included, we're talking about brand new products, things that have just come out or things that have been out in the last couple of months, because that's what is new and exciting. But I want to make sure that I'm still talking about the older products too, and I've always wanted to do some sort of like best of brand type videos. This is going to be my version of that. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about Too Faced today. I'm going to be talking about 10 products that have stood the test of time for me. So to me, what that means is something that I've owned for over a year and I still reach for it on a regular basis. I thought a year was kind of a good amount of time to know, like, if I've had these for over a year and I'm still reaching for them, even though I have other products that are similar, you know, but I'm still reaching for these ones that I've had for over a year, that's a good sign that they're standing the test of time. So that's how I got the idea for this video. I would love to know what brands you would like me to do next. I have a couple in mind, but if there's any particular brands or any particular types of products that you want me to do a test of time video on next, please let me know. And before we jump into it, I would like to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I would like to apologize because there is a thunderstorm happening outside right now, so if you hear thunder, it got really intense there for a minute. I think it's settling down, but if you hear thunder, it's because there's a thunderstorm outside. Let's get into the video. So the first product I want to talk about is the product that gave me the idea for this video, and this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette. So this is a face palette. This comes with 3 products, and basically it's highlighter, blush, bronzer. Honestly, these are all pretty much highlighters on me. I reach for this whenever I just want that perfect glow that's going to blend in with my skin tone, melt into my skin. It's not going to look cakey or powdery. It's not going to accentuate the details too much or like pores or anything like that, but it is going to give me a beautiful natural glow. And I do often mix these powders together. Sometimes I will just wear this one. This one can be a really good blush topper, and then again, this one is more of a highlighter on me. I really love this palette. I do reach for it quite a lot, considering that I've had it for over a year. So I wanted to mention this one. And there are some swatches. I don't know if you can see, but the highlighter shade right here is super shimmery. The other two are a little bit less shimmery, and maybe that's why I like it, because you have that sort of gradient of shimmer that you can get depending on what you're looking for. And there are some swatches there. Really love this palette. Another product that I just knew had to be in this video when I got the idea for this is the Too Faced No Filter. I don't need to say Too Faced in front of everything. Okay. Selfie Powders. I don't hear anyone talking about this. I feel like even when it came out, I barely heard anyone talking about it. But I love this palette so much. So this is basically a palette of finishing powders. And I think it had a lot of people confused because they just didn't know what they were looking at when they look at this. So it says light filtering, photo enhancing powders. I don't know about like photo enhancing or any of that, but what I really like this for is setting the tone of my makeup after I've done my makeup. For example, if I'm doing my makeup and I have a really cool toned eyeshadow look on and I feel like my skin is looking a little bit too warm, I will go in and set it with the Moon River shade, this purple shade, to kind of give it like a filter effect almost. And it's not intense at all. It doesn't look like there's purple on your skin. It just, if anything, cancels out that extra warmness. And then on the other side of that, if I want to add warmness, you know, if my foundation is the wrong tone or something like that, I'll go in with Sunrise, which is probably the one I use the most. And same with the bronzer shade, Totally Toasted. It's not a bronzer, but if my skin is feeling too pale or too like pink toned or something, I will go in with this one and it just warms everything up, and it's not as intense as a bronzer. None of these are very intense. Like if I swatch them, I mean, you can see, like, I don't know if you can even see anything actually. Yeah, like you can barely see anything on my hand, and that's like a full swatch. I mean, you're not even gonna put that much on your face. I just use a big fluffy brush and dust these all over my face, and I really do reach for this a lot. I feel like this is something that if they discontinued it, I would have to buy a backup because I really do find this to be a handy makeup item. Next is one that I've already repurchased at least once. This is the Hangover RX Primer. I love this primer so much. I really like primers that feel like skincare when I'm putting them on. This one has like a very moisturizing feel to it, but it's thin. It's not like a thick moisturizer, but it's very hydrating and it feels super nice going on the skin. It has a really nice, light, pleasant scent. and I absolutely love this. I do like to layer this primer with other primers, maybe ones that are more pore filling or something like that, but I just really love what this does for my skin and how my skin feels under makeup. If I'm wearing a matte foundation especially, I'll reach for this one because it has that hydrating effect. So this is just a hit product for me, cult favorite, ride or die, what's the other word? Holy grail, that's the word. I really love this primer, and I've already repurchased it, and looks like I'm gonna have to repurchase it again soon. So another one that I'm gonna have to repurchase pretty soon is the Born This Way concealer. I have two shades. I have light medium, and then I believe this one is medium, but the sticker fell off, and medium is the one I use the most. I can actually feel that this one is a lot lighter weight-wise than this one, you know what I mean? I love these concealers. I love them because they have really good coverage and pigmentation, but they're very lightweight. I use this under my eyes to brighten, but only if I'm not needing a ton of under eye coverage. If I need coverage, I'll go for like the Tarte Shape Tape or something else. But this is when I just want to kind of brighten my under eyes. Maybe I already have my foundation under there, which I've been doing a lot actually. I'll put foundation under my eyes, but I still want it to be a little bit brighter than the rest of my face. So then I'll go in with these, which are really lightweight, but carry that nice pigmentation and cover things up with these. I also do use these for spot concealing. I don't spot conceal that often, but if I need to, I can use these, which I really like that about them. And they last all day. They don't break up. I mean, they will crease if you put them like in a spot that has wrinkles. They'll crease into the wrinkle, like anything pretty much will, but in general, these don't crease badly at all. They don't break up like I feel like a lot of concealers do, or fade during the day. They last all day. I just really love these concealers. So these are definitely standing the test of time. This is one of the first Too Faced products that I think I ever bought. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and they've since changed the packaging, which kind of makes me sad because I love this packaging. The new packaging is nice too, but I really like this one. It just seems so like luxurious and classic. I don't know, but so if you didn't know, this is infused with cocoa powder and it smells like chocolate, which is amazing. I am honestly surprised that I haven't hit pan on this. I don't think I've ever hit pan on a bronzer though. So I think when I do, this will be the one that it happens with, but I am surprised I haven't hit pan on this yet. So it's a matte bronzer, and I use this more for contouring, honestly. I didn't even really think about that until I was watching Angelica did a video on products she uses the wrong way, and she talked about this and how she uses it for contouring, and I was like, well yeah, I guess that's what I do too, and I never thought about that. It's like a bronzer, but I contour with it. And I think this came out right around the time that contouring was getting really big, so they were making more matte, cool toned bronzers because people wanted to contour with them. One thing that made me realize that this was standing the test of time was not only do I reach for this often, but I was reaching for this. For example, I got the new Morphe bronzer and highlighter palette. I think they call it a contour and highlighter palette, whatever it's called. I reached for this when I was using that because I wanted to simply compare the shades in there to this, because I'm so familiar with this bronzer and how it looks on my skin and how it looks on my skin when my skin is lighter, darker, different foundations. I'm just so familiar with the shade of this bronzer that I reached for it just to compare it to the ones in the Morphe palette to see which ones of those I might want to use. Does that make sense? So like I'll look at these two in comparison and be like, okay, well this one is a little bit lighter, it's a little bit warmer, it's a little bit more red, whatever, like that's the one I'm going to use, just because I know how this one performs on my skin. This is the Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray, and I use this so much. My favorite thing to use this for that I don't have any other products that I use for this purpose is after I've had my makeup on for a couple of hours or for half a day or all day or whatever, and I want to just refresh my face if my face is feeling really dry. This is what I use. Nothing refreshes my face. It makes my makeup feel just fresher than this product, and it doesn't mess up my makeup at all. It's not like a setting spray in the sense that it's going to make your makeup last extra long or anything like that. It doesn't even, I wouldn't say it even like makes your makeup look that much different. It just makes it feel so much better. I also have used this as a primer spray while I'm doing my makeup. Like if I put on a powder and then I want to set that powder, I'll spray it, you know, or if I have a foundation, like in the middle of doing my makeup, I will use this. I will use this to set my makeup when I'm all done. I will use this, like I said, to refresh my face at the end of the day. Sometimes I'll even use it if I'm not wearing any makeup. I mean, this is just an all-around, very useful, very multi-purpose product, and I love it. Next, I have the Born This Way foundation. As you can see, I love this one. I have two shades of this one as well. I have Golden and Honey, and Golden I've used just a little bit more. I think Honey is a little bit darker, and more olive toned. Golden is a little bit warmer and more golden toned. But honey, I mean, you can't see it, but honey is like down to here too. Like it's getting down there. This is described as undetectable medium to full coverage foundation, oil free. Okay, yes, I agree with that. It is medium to full coverage. That's one of the reasons why I like it, is because it is, to me, a full coverage foundation, but it's not a matte finish. And I don't have a lot of foundations that are like that. Usually if they're like a dewy finish, they're lighter coverage, which is fine, but it's so nice to have one that you know you can get a full, flawless, very natural looking finish, but it's not going to dry down matte. And sometimes that's just what I'm in the mood for, like if I want a cream contour or something like that. I don't know, but I love this foundation. It's a really good, again, like a really versatile multi-purpose product. Not multi-purpose because it's a foundation. I don't use it for anything else other than foundation, but it's good for like natural days. This could probably work for like a no makeup look if you just put a lighter layer on it and blended it with a beauty sponge. It's going to give you a really nice dewy finish and still show like your skin through it, but still look really nice. But it's also good for like an event. I mean, it doesn't have SPF, so there's going to be no flashback. It's full coverage and it's just such a natural, nice finish. I really like it. I think this would be good for like super glam. I like it for filming. I like it for everyday. I just like it for everything. I really do like this foundation. I really do. Can you believe that I am not going to be talking about any eyeshadow palettes in this video? I surprised myself with that one too. I mean, I'm an eyeshadow palette junkie, you guys know this. I love my eyeshadow palettes. I have all the chocolate bar palettes, the Sweet Peach palette, a bunch of other ones from Too Faced, but honestly, none of those have quite stood the test of time. The Sweet Peach one came close. Like if I was talking about 11 products, that would probably have made it number 11, but it just didn't quite make the top 10 because I don't quite reach for that as much. If I do want a palette like that, I have so many others like that. It just didn't quite make it. Just didn't quite make the cut. But I do have a mascara, probably not surprising because Too Faced is so known for this mascara. This is their Better Than Sex mascara. I reach for this when I want that sort of false lash effect without the false lashes. If I want my lashes to just look super thick, just super extra, that's what I go for this. I used to wear it all the time. Now I'm trying to like push myself to try new mascaras, so I don't wear this as much, especially in videos and stuff, but I really do love this mascara. I always have at least one in my collection because it's so good, and it's another one of those it's what I reach for when I want something that I know it's going to work for me, it's going to make my lashes look great. I know exactly how to use it, and I really do love this mascara. The last two products I have are lip products. First, I have another what I think is kind of a classic in the Too Faced collection. This is Melted Fig. So this is their melted liquefied, what is it even called? Liquefied Longwear lipstick. Here is a swatch of Melted Fig. That is so beautiful, and I love purple lips, so naturally like I would pick this one, but I think this was like my gateway into loving purple lips because it's almost like a nude, but it's purple, you know? It's like one of those that I feel like the pigmentation is amazing. One swipe, you get full coverage, and it sits in the lips so nice. It doesn't crease, it doesn't get greasy, and it's not matte, so it doesn't like break up or flake up or anything like that. It's long lasting until you eat. If you eat, it's gonna come off because it's not a matte lipstick. But the shade in particular is something that has really stood the test of time for me. I reach for this one a lot. I reach for this one filming, or when I want a lip color that is going to be noticeable and pretty, so not like necessarily a nude, but not going to be necessarily the center of attention, or if I'm going for a neutral everyday look on my eyes and I do want my lips to stand out a little bit but not too much, that's when I'll reach for this. And I'm not kidding when I say I do reach for this quite a lot. This is another one that if this goes bad or if this runs out, I will definitely keep this in my collection. I haven't found anything quite like it, shade-wise or formula-wise, so I just think Melted Fig is a treasure that has definitely stood the test of time for me. The last lip product I have is a Melted Matte lipstick, and this is in Bend and Snap. This is the perfect summery hot pink. It's not hot pink, I shouldn't say hot pink, but it's like, it's a pink and it's bright, but it's deep and rich at the same time. So I think it'll look good on different skin tones. To me, I think of this as a summer shade because I remember wearing this with like a coral colored dress in the summer, that kind of thing. But this also works really well in the winter. This could be a Christmas color. And I'm sure you've noticed a lot of these products are ones that I just reach for when I like know what I want, like color-wise, or what type of product I want, and I don't want to like just experiment or dig through my collection. I just go straight to these, and this is that for this color of lipstick. If I want a perfect bright lipstick, if I'm going out with my husband, this is what I reach for, hands down. every time. I also love the formula because the melted mattes have a little bit of a plumping agent in them, so your lips don't get shriveled and look extra like shriveled and dry. They look a little plump. I have never felt it. I don't feel like they're getting plumped, but I know that that is in there. I love the applicator. I love the formula. It's super thin, but it feels very light and comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel dry or cakey. So this is semi-transfer proof. I've noticed that when I eat, I usually do lose a little bit of it right in the center of my lips, but the awesome thing about this is that you can reapply it over itself. And it doesn't ball up, it doesn't cake up, it doesn't get gross, it just reapplies beautifully over itself. It kind of mixes together. It's just so cool. So that's another reason why I reach for this one all the time, because I know that if I'm going to be out and about and eating and reapplying, it's going to work for me. So I love this one. Alright guys, those are my 10 products that have stood the test of time from Too Faced. Let me know what your products are from Too Faced that have stood the test of time for you. I would love to know. There are definitely other products that I love from Too Faced, so don't think of this as like only products that I love. And there are definitely newer products that have come out within the last year that I really, really love too. I mean, I could do a video on like newer Too Faced products that are my favorites, like the Chocolate Soleil Gold Bronzer, the Diamond Highlighter, the Chocolate Gold Eyeshadow Palette. All of those I really love, but this I thought would be a really fun idea. So let me know what brands you'd like to see next, because I have some ideas, but I want to know what you want to see. So let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.